So today we're going to try again to make another 40% combining various strategies. So we are logged in. So first of all, just like yesterday, let's make our balance back to $10. So we'll go to the Meta 5 dashboard and then remove the extra. So remove 4.52. So the idea is I want to start from $10 and try and make about 40% on that in a short period of time, as short as possible. Now remember, your internet will be very fast. So now the first method we're going to use, I usually like to start with the more risky trades, then I gradually go less risky. The first method we're going to use is just observation. We're going to use digit differ, and we'll set this to 1 tick. Now I'm choosing volatility 10. Usually easy to observe and see what's going on. So what do? Now we're in volatility 10. We go to last digits here to see the charts. Then we go to 25. We just go to the smallest, and I can immediately see 6, 7, 0, and 4 are low numbers. So let's say I just randomly want to pick 6, for example. So I observe how 6 appears. 6 just appeared, and after 6 we had 7. So just observe it a little bit, how we'll be observing this last digit and trying to see how 6 is appearing, how 6 is coming. Then we go in for our trade. We're going to click the differ option. Usually we try to look if we can find any patterns. So 5, 1, 0, 2, 7, 4, 9, 5. Okay, I observed that 7 came twice not too long ago, and okay, the rate of 7 is still very high. I was trying to see if I could take advantage of that. It's still very high. Okay, so far 6 has remained low, and okay, now 6 has come twice. So 6 just came twice. That would have been an opportunity, since it came twice, to take advantage of that. But I also observed something, that after 4, so far 6 doesn't seem to come. And usually after 6 comes the first time in the numbers, that's in a new time. That's this, when a new minute starts. After the first time, 6 doesn't seem to come again, and after 4 it's like 6 doesn't come. So I think I'm going to go for 1 tick after 4 in the new minute. So let's observe. Like I said, everything is observation. You observe it. This method is just simple observation. Now 6 is very high here, so that immediately brings our attention to something that maybe this may not be the time to go for 6 because of the high probability of it. So let's see, 6 is still very high. Okay, 6 just came twice, 4, and we won that. So now that was us using the observation method, and I just timed it at a time where 6 was not likely going to come. First of all, I observed that after 4, 6 was usually after 4 you don't get 6. Also, I observed that when 6 came, numbers came twice, the next time usually you don't see them. So that combined at that very moment was how I went for that. So that is for that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the next method, but we're going to like refresh our browser just to kind of clear cookies and probably sign out. We'll sign back in. We're just refreshing our browser and trying to clear cookies. So let's go to the next method inside WebTrader. I'm already signed into the WebTrader. So this method, we already tried it yesterday. We use volatility 100. And let's expand this. We put this in 1 tick. We add search for stochastic relative strength index. That's the indicator we're going to use. This one. So you can just put it on favorite. Okay, so no, that's not what we're using here. That's not what we're using. We're going to use the Bollinger Band. Sorry, my bad there. So Bollinger Band is the one where we use relative strength indicator. So Bollinger Band. So change this to 14. That's basically the only thing we changed there. Take it down, maybe make this bolder, and okay, that's all. You change it, then you zoom this in very well. For all the methods, you must observe that they are actually working. Bring out another trade. Okay, so we're going to be using digits DeFi again. So remember to change this to DeFast. Turn this to digits DeFast. Put a stake there. So change this one to maybe 9. And we can leave this one as 1. The idea is this. When the Bollinger Band, when the prices go down this way, when the prices go down this way, usually the values you're going to get are going to be higher values, so to speak. Higher values. When it goes down this way, you're going to be having values like 8, 9, 10, higher values. But when it goes up this way, you're going to be having lower values like 1, 2, 3, 0, and all of that. So what we just do is this. We just go for differ and we choose either 1 or 0. So we wait for it to go down this way, then we seek. If it goes down this way, we know it's going to be higher value, so we'll be choosing this side. While if it goes up this way, we know it's going to be smaller values, then we'll be choosing this side. Simple as that. So now that it's in this side, usually we can use 2 ticks, we can also use 1 tick. So we're going to be waiting. Now that it's going down this way, usually you want it to touch the edge very well. Touch the edge very well. So now, just something extra that we can do. Let's log back in. Or in fact, without logging back in, I believe we can see what I want us to see. I go to the volatility 100x. I go to match differs. Then I come back here and I try to check, and I can see that 0 and 1 have a very high probability, but 9 doesn't. So now I may want to choose the option whereby it goes up this way and I go for 9. So because of what I just observed. So I wait. I'm going to target when it goes up this way to this edge. Then I go for 9. Look for an opportunity. Okay. So let's see. And we won that. So you can see it went up that direction, went up, and I went for differ of 9, and that's because I used an extra confirmation here. At that point I could see that this side was 0 and 1 was high, and 9 was low, 8 was also high. So even though the technique works, you also still want to further guarantee your advantage, also further guarantee your advantage, so that's that. We can try this method one more time. Maybe change this to 0. Maybe change to 2 ticks now. And let's see how the numbers are ranging. So 0 seems to be very low at the moment. 0 and 1 are low. Okay, so it's very much at the edge here. So this time around, while observing this side, you see 0 and 1 are really quite low. I think I probably should go for 1. Okay, yeah, I'm already on 1. Okay, so let me check 1. Oh, 1 probability spiked. Take that to 0. Okay. Zero probability has also spiked. See that. Okay, I'm looking at the numbers and they're both high again. They're both high again. they're both quite high again. So okay, so I think that because of how high they are, I probably should leave this and go for another method. At least we have gotten something from this. So let's go for another method right now. So let's close out this. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in another indicator. That one initially that I talked about. Could also try it on 100. Expand this. Since I already saved it there on favorites, so it should be there. Okay, so this. So change this to 2. Make this dark. Okay. Then we adjust this. I usually like to give it some color. 0.3, change this to 2. Make this red. Now, there's something that is important. While trading the markets, always try not to overtrade. Once you trade a little, you can come out. There's always going to be opportunities. Take breaks, you know. Okay, 1 tick. Okay, so we put that in 1 tick. Okay, so now you have it in tick. You drag it, zoom it to the edge, then you can minimize this back. Minimize this back. Okay. So let's go to the charts and see how these charts work. I'm going to sign in into one that gives us the Deriv server. Okay, so I was on 100 just now, so I'm going to open up the 100 chart and try and look at what is really going on with the 100. So I go from the higher time frame and go to the lower time frame. On higher time frame, clearly we're in a down trend on the daily chart. So 4 hours shows that we're on a daily chart, but it's like this particular zone here has been hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hit again, and it seems we're having a bounce off. So 1 hour, okay, still seems to be showing that bounce of 15 minutes. Okay, so generally the trend is down, but in 1 minute we seem to be having like a sideways market. And sideways market, a lot of times, are markets that you may be able to take advantage of. I just trading the potential levels where the market is likely going to bounce off. Okay, so now at least we have an idea that it's sideways. It's not really trending. Although I personally would have preferred a trending market. Let me look at 1 minute on volatility 10. Yeah, this is like a trendy market. It seems to be going more of up. 25, same thing, seems to be going more of down. So I think maybe we should go for volatility 25. We should go for volatility 25. Okay, so close this. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you ways that you trade the market and you analyze it very well, and you like guarantee your trades, because these trades we're entering somewhat are kind of quite risky. So that's what I did first. Was I went to save this profile so that I can just load it again. Okay, trade volatility 25. Okay, so we're going to be going for, actually in this case our target actually should just be lower, because that should be the direction of the market that we're facing. So let's try and adjust this to a percentage that I'm comfortable with. Stick. Okay, so on each trade we'll be making about 4%. The idea is I want to give enough room so it has been trading down, and we have, this is the second candlestick. So I'll probably prefer it to break again down before I enter. Let me go back to the charts. If there's some level there that maybe, or rather look for an opportunity. Okay, there seems to be a little support there, or rather a support / resistance zone. Just around this place. So the potentials for sell may have slowed down somewhat there. Okay, so this is one of those situations where we may need to wait a little bit. Okay, and the good thing is that the pressure is still down. Pressure is still down. Okay. That situation where it declines, passes through the red and flattens out, and we'll go for our opportunity. Okay, that went that. Oh, wait a minute, we're about to make a mistake there. Synthetic volatility 25. See, so we need to be careful. We're still running the 1 of 100. So click on this to load it. So you drag this again. So you must be careful so that you don't make a mistake. How I knew was that I looked at the chart and I knew that what I was seeing and what was happening didn't make much sense. Looking at this, it seems to be trying to bounce off. So these are those kind of situations where you wait. Yeah, this would have been an opportunity to sell, but okay, it even worked, but it wasn't flat. It didn't go flat immediately it went down there, so I was reluctant with that. So we wait. Trading requires patience. Pressure to sell is still there, but as it stands right now, it's a little bit tricky because it may actually be kind of trying to bounce off. Okay, this will be it. When that declined down, then it flattened off. Okay. No, it didn't flatten out. Okay. Okay. Yes. This is what we are looking for. And we want it. So you can see patience. You must be very patient. So at least we have broken this low, and I can expect more downward moves. So the pressure is down. Okay, I'm watching for that. Yes. Okay. And we want that again. So that's for this style of trading. For this style of trading, you must really observe it carefully. So really observe it, take your time and observe it carefully. Okay, so we have 1, 2 of this here, and I think the video has run for some time. I don't know whether I should just cut the video short here. Okay, the video has run for some time. So we are now at almost 30%. So I think we'll just stop here because the video has run for some time. But these are the ideas of it. Remember, don't overtrade. Take your time, trade, make some profits, take a break, sign out, then come back. Thank you for watching.